Olá, bom dia a todos. Eu sou a Eliane Dornelas, responsável técnico pelo Departamento de Ciências da Vida da Color Mix Especialidades. Quero dar boas-vindas a todos vocês, né, e agradecer a presença de vocês nesta webinar da Color Mix Especialidades, realizada em parceria com a ABC, né, com a Associação Brasileira de Cosmetologia. Este evento, né, está sendo também transmitido pelo YouTube, então, caso você não consiga assisti-lo na íntegra aqui, ele ficará disponibilizado no canal Cosmetalk da ABC e no canal da Color Mix Especialidades. Então, aproveite essa oportunidade também, né, se inscreva aí nos canais, né, marque a sua participação, e tem sempre novidades e assuntos interessantes ligados aí com a área de cosmético. Ele está sendo transmitido também esse evento, globalmente, e com tradução em inglês, para aqueles que estiverem no Zoom, né? E aí pode fazer essa opção clicando, né, no botão Interpretation, o idioma que você deseja ouvir a palestra. As perguntas e dúvidas, né, serão respondidas no final do evento. Então, a gente pede para que vocês podem já ir selecionando, né, os questionamentos, ou pelo o canal Q&A, ou pelo chat que se encontra aqui na barra embaixo da plataforma, tá bom? Então, novamente, agradecemos aí a presença de vocês, e aí a gente vai falar um pouquinho sobre o nosso palestrante convidado, que é o Micael. E hoje a gente vai estar falando sobre Trend Colors, né? Lançamentos aí para outono e inverno de 2022 e 2023. O Michael Heschinger é o gerente comercial aqui para a região das Américas, né? Da empresa Eckert. O Michael tem 16 anos de experiência nessa área de cosméticos, já atuou na Faber-Castell, né? Há bastante tempo ele se encontra na Eckert, que desde 2007, deixa eu conferir aqui bonitinho para não falar besteira para vocês, exatamente. A Eckert é uma empresa do grupo Outono e que é distribuída aqui no Brasil pela Color Mix, né? Então, vamos lá, Micael, seja bem-vindo e eu retorno aqui no final para as perguntas. Deixa eu só tirar aqui do...
Okay. Also a warm welcome from my side. I hope it works. I have some, why does it? Oh. Can anybody see me or hear me? I have an issue with a weak internet connection.
Yeah, it's okay, Michael, we can hear you.
Sim, Michel, nós estamos ouvindo e vendo.
Can you hear me? Yeah, the issue, okay, that is good, but I have an issue now with sharing my screen. Let me check. You can see the shared screen because I cannot see anything on my screen. Okay, let's give it a try. You let me know if something does not work properly. Yeah. Yeah, so from my side, a very warm welcome from Germany. It's a pleasure for me again to be part of this ABC webinar to present you the latest color trends. They're really brand new. We just finished them on last Friday. And it's really a pleasure for me to introduce the 3 new concepts to my Brazilian friends. So we start with the first concept. It's called Irish Saga. Yeah, and the whole series is for autumn winter, as Eliane said. 2022, 2023. Irish Saga is a very nice concept, very natural, fits very well to the island of Ireland. I don't know if you've ever been there. It's in Europe, it's called the Green Island. Yeah, and this topic matches that mood very well. You can see on the screen all the applications that I'm going to show you during this presentation. Here you find the mood board. This is what Ireland is all about. Green, water, sheep, not so many people. And Ireland is also very famous for ladies with red hair. So, and this is why we picked out a model with red hair that fits perfectly to that idea. From a formulation point of view, we work with mainly with our Syncrystal synthetic mica pearls. All of them are used there, and especially the so-called soft grades, the small sized particles, they really create that romantic look, and they're also responsible that the whole theme is not too sparkly. We start here with 3 nice pressed eyeshadows. It's a very good texture. I presented that already in my last trend presentation. And the speciality about these eyeshadows is that we work with a combination in the basic texture of our transparent filler, Cinefill S1050, in combination with our Claytone VPV XR, which is a rheological modifier from my sister company, Book. And this combination gives us the possibility to create an eyeshadow formulation without any talc. And this is important because talc always takes away a significant amount of the effect of pearlescent or metallic pigments. When you go into details, you see also all 3 colors contain our Syncrystal Ivory. Syncrystal Ivory is a unique pigment in the Eckhart range, mostly used in highlighters because of that good silver interference color. But here in that formulation, it replaces more or less really metallic pigments. And the Syncrystal Ivory creates nevertheless a metallic effect. For the first product, the Silver Grass, we create the color in combination with our green intense Syncrystal Jade pigment. For the other one, the Pearly Peat, we mix ivory with soft peach and soft black, and that creates that dark brown, nice color. The third product is Smoked Salmon, and here we modify the color of the Syncrystal Ivory with adding our Syncrystal Soft Peach and Syncrystal Scarlet, which is our pinkish Syncrystal Pearl. So I taped a video to make it a little bit more visible for you. Yeah, here you can see the application of all 3 colors on my arm. And once I approach the application with the torch, you almost think that the pigments are moving on my skin. Of course, this is not the truth, but here you see the effect of the Syncrystal Ivory, and especially on this minty color. The next product that we're gonna show is an eyebrow gel called Mold Whiskey. You have to know that Ireland, besides Scotland, is very well known for whiskey. And the application really has a whiskey color. This application is a water-based formula, and the formulation is stabilized with our OptiGel WX, which is a balanced mixture of bentonite and xanthan gum. And this gives a nice application, nice viscosity to the formulation. And it also stabilizes, of course, the pigments so that they do not settle in the application. The responsible pigments for giving the color is first our Syncrystal Soft Copper in combination with the Syncrystal Soft Black. The soft black is a very important pigment in general from us for all eye application because it always turns the pretty bright colors into more luxurious, more elegant colors, a little bit darker, perfectly in the use of all eye products. And then we set some sparkles, some shimmer with our Synchro Gold and the small sized Mirage Copper. I applied the formulation on my arm, and it looks a little bit deeper than it really is. Yeah, so you can see the golden sparkle, but once you really apply it on your eyebrows, it is a very natural, not really covering makeup, but it adjusts your eyebrows really perfectly to that brownish color. Then we go from the eye area to the lip area. First, we present a lipstick called Red Moss. So there's a really moss in Ireland that is not green, it's red. So to create that color, we have to use a little bit of Red 7 Lake, an organic pigment. And then we modify the color with our Synchro Almond. This is an earth tone pigment, a brownish pigment. And we add again Synchro Soft Peach. Soft Peach is the pinkish, more like skin tone, soft pigment. And that really increases the coverage a bit. Garamite 7308 XR is another example for a rheological modifier to stabilize the formulation. It first of all prevents the pigments from settling during the production process, but it a bit more temperature stability to the whole stick formulation, and it prevents the product from oil exudation. So here you see the application. So it's a very nice reddish tone. The sparkle comes from the Synchro Almond. Then we have another product in Irish Saga for lips. It's a lip gloss called Banshee's Kiss. Here, this is also a oil-based formulation. You see the application. It's a little bit darker than what you see on the lips. Yeah, traditional lip gloss, pretty covering, and with a good shine. The composition, as I said, oil-based, stabilized with Rheobuc. This is a natural thickener or rheological modifier. The inky name is trihydroxystearine. The pigments that we use here, important, is our Synchro Supernova red, a really strong red. You will see this later on in some more applications, in combination with almond, soft peach. This is the one that is really responsible again here for the coverage. And the Synchro blue gives a slight bluish touch to the whole formulation. Especially this can be seen if you turn the source of the light a bit, or if you think about sunshine, depends where the sun is coming from. And then we have also some nail polishes in Irish Saga. The first ones here are the more metallic ones. Both are based on Silver Dream Starlight 70 IL. This is a aluminum paste, and this gives the sparkle to both colors. You can see this very well in the bottle, but also on these nail poppies. And then we modify the color. We use soft black, soft silver, also very important colors in both. And the color that or the pigments that make the difference in both colors is on one side, our Synchro Soft Autumn Gold, the launch of 2020. And for the other one, which is called Cottage Rose, the Synchro Almond modifies the color. And please take a look at the nail poppies. They are very metallic glossy, because the other two that I'm going to show you, they have a totally different effect. Now you see Green Treasure. This is what fits perfectly to the Irish Saga theme, as well as the Black Stone. And those appear matte. First of all, they do not hold any metallic pigment, so no Silver Dream there. The color is done for the green treasure, but first of all, by our Syncrystal Jade. Then we mix it with Supernova Orange, also a new pigment that we launched in 2019, that creates the final color, a bit of soft silver, but the main important ingredient to achieve the final effect is our Ecofill B110, our natural filler, and that creates this velvet matte effect. And Ecofill is also part of the other product, the black stone, that creates that anthracite matte effect, also in combination with Syncrystal soft black and soft silver. The difference, if you look very much into detail, you see the green treasure shows a bit more shine, more sparkle. Yeah, this is due to the fact that Syncrystal Jade and Supernova Orange are a bigger particle size than the softs, which are only used in black stone. So this is the end of Irish Saga. Here you see the overview. Again, I think it's a very nice concept, very natural. The colors match very well together. I think it was a great development by my colleague. Then I show you the second one, which is called Russian Fairy Tales. So it has a connection mainly to the city of Moscow, where you can see here. Moscow is a very interesting city if you have not been there. It's modern and it's traditional. So you see the skyscrapers that look more like New York or Dubai, but you have a lot of tradition in Moscow, like the famous Bolshoi Theater or St. Basil's Cathedral with its colorful onion towers. And of course, Moscow is also a city where the ladies are traditional, modern. They really take care about their look. And what is also typical Russian is strong makeup. So this is why the colors in Russian fairy tales are a lot stronger than in Irish Saga. So you see here already the applications that I'm going to introduce to you. For the formulators, we work again with Syncrystals. Of course, for the bright colors, you quite often need the support of also organic pigments and sometimes inorganic pigments. And of course, we also use in quite a lot of formulations our rheological modifiers of the Claytone and Tixochel range. The first product that I would like to show you is a lipstick called Dark Firebird. It's an oil and wax based, which is stabilized by our Tixochel CCT, which is a easy to use, already activated master gel based on capric triglyceride. Then for lip products for bright colors, Red 7 Lake is the perfect pigment to use. But then we modify it with our Syncrystal pigments, our very intense Supernova Gold mixed with Fire Red, same particle size, modifies the color a bit into the direction that we want. Then we add some Syncrystal Red that gives a slightly reddish shimmer, but not very strong. The one that really creates then some sparkles in the application is the Syncrystal Sparkling Gold, which is a larger particle, and we use it in golds that you can really see it better. So let me see if I apply it. Of course, it's not so easy if you have the application right in front of you. It's always better to see the effects compared to the camera. So, but it's really a good, a deep red, perfectly for that concept. Then we go to the eyes. We decided to develop eyeshadows again, mousse eyeshadows, like we did last year for our concept New York Nights, which was very successful, but of course in a totally different color. Here we have a dark moss green and a bright typical Russian gold. Yeah, I said it's a mousse texture. The mousse texture is created among other ingredients with, again with Tixogel CCT and Claytone VPVXR. Claytone VPVXR is a powder. It's quaternium 90 bentonite, which definitely gives more stability to that mousse texture. To create the color is pretty easy. Syncrystal jade, bright green, yeah, really deep green. And here comes soft black again into play, because soft black modifies this clear green tone to a moss green type, just more luxurious. And then we set some sparkles with our Mirage Glamour Green, totally different particle size, much bigger borosilicates with strong shine and strong sparkle. This is the green part. And then the golden one is formulated in a similar way. We use our Synchro Supernova Gold. Maybe you have worked with that pigment already. Supernova Gold is a very neutral, not reddish, not greenish gold, very strong, very metallic. And we set some more sparkles by using our Mirage Glamour Gold interference pigment. So here you see the application. Let's see if I turn it a bit. Does it work? Yeah, it does move a bit. It's a little bit. I applied it more intense than on the model, but you see the shine of the pigments very well. Then again, the eye area, we developed a creamy eyeliner for that concept called Nutcracker Black. Here we have also a wax-based base formulation holding our Tixogel FTN, which is a pretty new master gel for us here at Eckhart. FTN is C12 to C15 alkyl benzoate, which has a slightly different viscosity than the CCT, and FTN is very well known to disperse pigments very well. Again, our Ecofill B110, so that the formulation is not too shiny. Yeah, and we create the color purely with our Syncrystal soft black. Additionally, we use a little bit of our Cinafil S1050 filler. So you can see we apply it here with a brush. So of course, with 25% of the Syncrystal soft black, you get really a good coverage. Then we developed a creamy rouge within that concept called Red Curtain. The basic formula, wax and oil-based again. Again, our Tixogel FTN. Then we create the base color a little bit with absorption pigment, a small amount of manganese violet mixed with red 34. And then we work with Supernova Red, again with Spring Gold with Fire Red. Soft copper increases the coverage a bit, and Syncrystal Blue gives a nice bluish interference, but very decent, not strong. And you see, I apply it with my finger, and at least I try to apply it, let's say on the bottom, a little bit more color, and to the top, the color goes less and less. And then you see here to the top, the effect of the Syncrystal Spring Gold coming through. So it's very easy to play with this formulation. However you want to apply it, you can have a deep color or you can create a light color. Very versatile. And then to Russian fairy tales, to that Moscow concept, we have very nice nail polishes as well. The first two are strong, glossy, sparkling. There you see the red one, Marioska's Scarf. This is created with Syncrystal Supernova Red and Scarlet. And then we add some sparkles our Mirage Sparkling Fire Red. And these earth tones of the Mirage Sparkling range, they are very perfect to bring sparkle to reddish or brownish zinc crystals. And you see this on the nail poppy as well. The sparkle is very good. Then we go to the golden one. Here we use a combination of zinc crystal, sparkling silver, and then we add Mirage Sparkling Luxury Gold. Also, like the Ice Stay, a really typical color for the Russian ladies. But I can imagine that this color could also be very successful in Brazil, especially when it comes to carnival time. And we have two more, also strong colors, a blue one and a green one. Also, the effect is different because we work here again with our Ecofill B110 that you know already from the first concept. We create the blue with our zinc crystal sapphire. We add soft black again, that creates the almost midnight blue color. We set some sparkles on the left side with sparkling gold is not so visible as the other one on the right side. And we add also some interference blue. Cathedral's roof, so this is, as you can see from the church, the color. We use zinc crystal jade again with soft black, and here we set the sparkles with our Mirage Glamour Green. Yeah, that was it for Russian fairy tales. Also here, I think the colors work very well together, a concept for really going out at night. And I think we will have this soon again, that we can go out to cinemas, to concerts, and to operas. So the last concept for the season autumn-winter 2022-2023 is a little bit of a crazy one. It's called Lost in Space. But I think after all the restrictions of the last 18 months with Corona, we are always desperately waiting to go out again, to festivals, to discos. And I hope this is gonna open soon. And then the girls need a makeup which is really crazy, and Lost in Space does the job very well. Yeah, here you have the mood board. The colors are more like dominated blue, violets, yeah, very strong. Pigments, zinc crystals again, and mirages. So even if the concept is very bright and crazy, we start with a very decent product, which is a silky finish highlighter called Electric Nebula. It's a wax-based formulation. This is why you find our Tixotel CCT again. Ecofill also. Ecofill works like a shine control, so that it's not too shiny, not too matte. It gives a good balance. The same with the Cinafil S1050. And from a color point of view, as it's a highlighter, the skin tone color comes from that small quantity of soft copper mixed with soft silver. And then we give some radiance with mixing our zinc crystal blue and zinc crystal red. So this is another important formulation among our big range of highlighters that we have been offering since around 5 years. Let me show you. Oh, sorry, I was too fast. Oh, the video does not play. Now, you can apply it, and you see then these zinc crystal red and blue. It gives a nice shimmer, not too strong. Then we have two more products there where I have not taped the video. The one is a multi-purpose sparkle powder called Galaxy Stars. You see, you can see the color easily in the chart. The basic, the brown tone comes from the zinc crystal fire red, and then we add Mirage Glamour Gold, Glamour Red, Glamour Silver. So a combination of various interference colors. And or you see the effect on the model's eyes easily. But of course, you can also use this product as a body powder. And it is really glamorous and gives you a nice décolleté or whatever you think of. The multi-purpose liquid liner can be used in two ways. On the model, you see it above her eyes and above the nose, but you also see it, we applied it under the eye. So it's a very nice eyeliner with a very nice effect, purely silver, more like a cold silver, generated by mixing our Syncrystal soft silver, which is the small sized covering silver color, and adding some Mirage Glamour Blue, which turns the whole color a little bit colder than with only the soft silver. The formulation, again, is water-based, so it has a good stay, and it's stabilized with the Optigel WX. Again, yeah, then we come to the crazy lip color. We show here a duo product, so a lip tint, water-based, and a lip topper, oil-based. So you can wear both alone or on top of each other. So first I apply the lip tint. The lip tint, as it's water-based, of course, would have a matte finish. Yeah. The color, the basic color is done with the red 28 lake and the blue 1 lake. But then we add a little bit of the Syncrystal Supernova red that could be seen also on the model, on the lips, on the top part. And then we add again Syncrystal blue. This is important to make the color a little bit more lively. Optigel WX again for stabilization of the water-based formulation. Then we have the lip topper. Yeah, that is a transparent formulation, oil-based, which holds Syncrystal blue interference and two larger mirages of the Glamour series, Glamour Blue and Glamour Silver. Unfortunately, this is a little bit more difficult to see. If you really have it right in front of you, not via the camera, you see the sparkles a lot better than here. But you can see the oil-based gloss really transfers the semi-matte violet color into a glossy formulation. And yeah, normally you see the sparkles then, like on the model. And then we have developed also here very colorful, very intense nail polishes. All are called more or less like alien something. So the first one, alien blood and alien skin. So really crazy for that concept. Here we use a combination of absorption pigments to give the base color. And then for the alien blood, we add Glamour Gold and Glamour Green. Very interesting mixture and a beautiful color. And the second one, alien skin, also some base color in the violet direction. And here we work with Mirage Hollow Magic. Maybe you remember that. That was the launch of last year, giving a holographic effect to many different applications. And there's another group, Alien Spirit and Alien Eye. The one is a bright orange, supported by red 6 lake. This is an orange-based pigment. Then we add our Supernova orange, which is very strong. And then we set some sparkles with Mirage Sparkling Luxury Gold. You can see the Sparkling Luxury Gold very well in the bottle. But also this is the one that is responsible for giving that nice sparkle on this nail poppy. The other one, Alien Eye. Here you see again our Silver Dream Starlight 70 IL, the sparkling aluminum paste. We take black, carbon black underneath. And then we also add here Hollow Magic and Glamour Silver and a bit of Syncrystal blue to give the sparkle. What makes it really interesting with the nail polishes is the combination. Normally, I'm not so much a supporter of mixing different nail polishes on one hand. But here for Lost in Space, the colors work really perfectly together, especially like we applied it on the nail daisies. You see the bright yellowish green or greenish yellow together with the violet can be worn together very well. And also the mixing the metallic silver or black silver color with a bright orange makes the difference. If you only, especially for the right one, if you only wear the metallic black, it looks a little bit boring. The orange is really the highlight in the combination. Yeah, and Lost in Space is absolute gender free, as you can see, can be also worn by men. Yeah, this is the summary, the overview of all the applications that we went through. And we are at the end of the trends presentation for autumn winter 2022-2023. And you already can wait for a hot and pearly spring summer 2023, because we have been working on these new colors already. So this is it from my side. I say thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to give this presentation, for your time. And of course, it will be a pleasure for me to present the next trend colors to you, together with our pigment novelties that will come soon. But hopefully I can do the presentation personally in Brazil. Thank you very much.
Olá, Micael. Mais uma vez, uma super apresentação. Estou aqui encantada, perdida no espaço. Muito especial. E vamos aqui, começando com as perguntas, né, que a gente já recebeu aqui no Q&A. Vamos ver aqui. Estão perguntando se a gente vai poder passar a apresentação. Aí vou deixar os dados da Color Mix e aí a gente depois entra em contato com você, Carlos. Tá bem? Vamos lá, Micael. Temos aqui uma pergunta que chegou, e ela chegou um pouquinho antes de você falar dessa parte final, perguntando sobre as maquiagens de cunho mais unissex para uso masculino, né? Então, se você puder falar um pouquinho dessa tendência que vem chegando aí para o mercado.
Of course, that what I said is gender free is more like a joke. I mean, we had so much fun during the photo shooting of the trends, and my colleagues, they said you have to apply the lip gloss and you have to do the photo together with the model. And of course, I'm open to do some crazy things. I mean, this kind of makeup, of course, is too strong. But of course, we see in a lot of markets, we see makeup then also for men, of course, more decent than for women. Especially if we see like markets, I think the Korean market is the leading market in also a bit of color cosmetics for men. I think in Europe, we are a little bit more traditional. Yeah. So then we see makeup for men. Yes, it is there, but it's mostly then like under eye makeup, like hiding black eyes. Yeah. Maybe after a party, the next day you apply something that you don't look as tired as normal. And we see something, also a small development in the direction of highlighting products. But real color, I think that the Koreans are more advanced in this, yeah. So that wearing really, you find some younger people, especially that wearing eyeliners. Lip is more like, yeah, lip, not really gloss, but yeah, lip care, yeah, like lip balms. Is that enough for the question, or? So I really have to be honest. I think that I don't know about Brazil so much, but the European, a lot of Europeans are not really wearing makeup for men. It will start maybe slowly. It will take some time.
Acho que estamos... É um início, né, Micael? Você comentou, tem uma pergunta dizendo assim, você comentou sobre o uso do Garamite em maquiagens, né, e para dar estabilização, e também comentou do Garamite 3308 e sobre o Tixogel CCT. Alguma diferença na escolha para o uso, por exemplo, num lipstick? Um é melhor que o outro, mais indicado?
I think it's like it depends all a little bit on the base of the lipstick. I mean, we show in our products, of course, more products. Yeah, sometimes they can be replaced one by one. The difference here is if we talk about Tixogel CCT, Tixogel CCT is a ready-to-use master gel, and it already holds caprylic triglyceride. So I think Tixogel CCT is very convenient. You don't have to apply high sheer, can be easily used, incorporated. If you already have CCT in your formulation, I think is the perfect way to do it. And Garamite is also easy to use as a powder. Garamite is only a powder. Garamite is more also a stabilizer, because if you incorporate it in waxes and oils, the viscosity still remains pretty low. With a Tixogel, or then if you take the clay tones and put them in the same oil, the viscosity goes higher. And also Garamite is more used for oils and waxes from the medium polar side to the non-polar side. Tixogel CCT and Tixogel FTN are more medium polar to polar. And it is maybe better to compare when I mentioned in eyeshadows, but then it's used in a different way, Claytone VPV XR versus Garamite, because they are both stabilizers or rheological additives for medium polar to non-polar oils. But Claytone needs activation. It's a little bit more difficult to work with from a process point of view. Garamite is more easy to disperse. But quite often it really depends on the formulation, and it depends very often on the way how you apply things. Is it really is it a traditional lipstick, or is it an oil-based lip gloss, or is it a lip product maybe used in a tube? I think the rheological modifier quite often has to be picked out according to the way of application, not the formulation itself.
Obrigada. Temos uma questão da Tatiane aqui no nosso chat, e ela pergunta, essas coleções, né, das cores, as tendências, são para outono de 2022 e 2023 na Europa. Essas cores, né, principalmente a do Perdidos no Espaço, se encaixariam para o nosso verão aqui no Brasil? Tipo, inspiração para carnaval, mais vivas, mais alegres?
Yeah, I mean, you have to see that when we talk about the color trends for us from Eckhart, this is really a brand in the meantime. Everybody's asking for the color trends. If we would not do that, people would complain. Of course, it's always difficult to say if 18 months ahead, is it going to be trend? Is it not going to be trend? And you also have to see that we present that globally. Ladies in Korea, Japan are different from ladies in Brazil, different ladies in, let's say, Scandinavia, where they have pale skin. For us, it's like important to give you ideas, closed color concepts. And for me, the important thing is we want to generate with our color trends ideas. And When I travel, and my experience is one likes this concept better, one likes this for winter, even if it's a summer concept, and vice versa. So for me, I clearly say, if you like it, you take it. Yeah, this is, and you realize it, and you modify it. Of course, if we talk about these lip color for Lost in Space, there's so many other options with colors that could create a similar look. For me, it's important you get the idea and then you do what you like. And of course, we have also the challenge all the time with you in Brazil, or when I go to Argentina, that the seasons are vice versa. Yeah, if we have an autumn winter, our autumn winter, they are dark and they're quite often cold, and you have then 35 degrees at the same time in Brazil.
Consideração minha, tá, Tatiane? Quando o Mikael apresentou Perdidos no Espaço, para mim, no meu sentir, né, no meu entendimento, traz para a gente essa possibilidade de extrapolar, né, de ir além. E o Carnaval tem isso, né? Nós temos isso aqui no Brasil, como essa válvula de escape, né? Então, se a coleção se chama Perdidos no Espaço, né? Acho que casa bem com esse propósito da gente estar com muita vontade de se expandir, como o Mikael bem falou, e que ele confessou que está com saudade do Brasil e que está com muita vontade de estar aqui presencialmente, né? Em contato com a gente. Obrigada, Mikael. Temos mais perguntas. Uma das perguntas está perguntando se, com relação às micas, né, ou aos borosilicatos, se existe alguma restrição, por exemplo, essa posso aplicar nos olhos, essa não posso. Teve umas muito lindas em relação aos esmaltes, as metálicas. Se você puder falar um pouquinho, tem perguntas nesse sentido. Obrigada.
Of course, they are restrictions. Of course, we can have restrictions by law. We can have restrictions, let's say, for the formulation. I think from our perspective is when we talk about the borosilicates, first of all, from a composition point of view, they are always very transparent. Borosilicates are never covering. So you normally, besides maybe the lip topper, things like that, or body powders, you do not use borosilicates alone. They're mixed with other colorants. Better with pearls than with only absorption pigments, so iron oxide, titanium dioxide, and so on. So they give only effect. And my recommendation always is not using bigger particles than Mirage Glamour, which is the maximum particle size 150 microns in the eye area. You can do, there was a big trend maybe 1-2 years ago that larger particles were used in the eye area. This is what I really do not recommend, at least not for the borosilicates. And there is a law on natural mica with 150 microns. Yeah, this does, in theory, it does not apply on synthetic mica and on borosilicates, but a lot of customers or brands stick to that. Yes, then of course the other pigments, when we talk about the zinc crystals, those are for color and effect. And on average, zinc crystals are smaller than mirages, but the combination is possible. So you can give basic colors generated with zinc crystals, and then you add the sparkles with mirage. But as I said, I would not go in the eye area over 150 microns, which is our glamours. We have twinkling and dazzling as well, but they are then more for lips or for nails, or for toiletries like shower gels or things like that. That is not a problem, or liquid soaps. And of course, the visionaires, the metallics, Silver Dream is only for nail, but we have that Visionaire brand as well, which we have not incorporated in this season. The metallics are great for eyeshadows, yeah, because they combine metallic look with coverage. The only thing is, when we talk about Visionaire metallic pigments, is that all formulators should really think about that they cannot be used in water-based. formulations because of some stability issues. But you always have to think also what can be combined. Also, visionary metallic pigments, they are perfect, for example, for loose powders, but they can be mixed easily with Mirage Glamours, Silver, Glamour Red, Glamour Green to set like diamond sparkles to eyeshadows. So it's always the combination. I think for me, and this is what I try to transfer when we have the personal meetings, the technical meetings, what are the properties of the single type of products and how can they be combined? And that is something what I would like to transfer from the Eckhart side to you as customers.
Ok, última pergunta, Micael. Chegaram várias, eu estou reunindo aqui. O gloss que você apresentou por último, né, com uma aplicação dupla, em 2 etapas. Primeiro, uma opção hidrofílica aquosa, né, para trazer a cor, e a segunda para trazer numa forma lipofílica, para trazer uma complementação do brilho. E a pergunta é, desta forma, utilizando, né, as 2 sugestões que você colocou, é possível também ter uma ação de não transferência da cor para outro lugar?
I mean, if I get the question right, of course, if you have the lip tint, the water-based one, water-based formulations always have a long-lasting effect. But the issue is quite often that the feel is not very nice because if the water evaporates, the lips go like, yeah, you get like wrinkles, and you have a semi-matte finish. These color will not transfer. Then you have of course the oil-based lipstick, which makes has 2, I think, properties. One is that you can bring the sparkle on top. This is also always the best if you, instead of mixing it, because the borosilicates tend to disappear, if you have them in a separate application, you have the sparkle on top. And also the other thing, and the gloss from the lip gloss. And additionally, it makes your skin feel better, yeah, because you have then a kind of moisturizing effect from the lip gloss as well.
Ok, obrigada. Mais uma questão da Tatiana, Micael, aqui no chat, perguntando se esses, né, pigmentos metálicos são micas ou uma pasta de alumínio. E aí ela pergunta, por isso a questão de estabilidade em água?
The pigments that, yeah, the ones, if you refer to the Silver Dream series, to the Silver Dream Starlight product, this is a paste because this is 70% aluminum and 30% isopropyl alcohol. So this is why it's a paste, and these ones are only for nail polish. When you think about other metallic pigments, then these are the visionary powders that we had not in this trend color season. They can be used in mainly in eyeshadows, but they are not mica based. They are just either aluminum based, coated with silica, or so-called gold bronze based, which is an alloy of copper and zinc. So no mica. The zinc crystals are synthetic mica based, and the Mirages are borosilicate based. Eckhart does not offer natural mica based pearls anymore. We decided to stop this business already 10 years ago, roughly 10 years, because of that issue with child labor involved in the natural mica business. But zinc crystals also then, from a performance point of view, they show stronger effects than natural micas, and synthetic mica also has a lower heavy metal content.
Ok. Tinha uma pergunta sobre isso com relação à diferença entre as micas naturais e sintéticas, e que já foi respondida, então, pelo Micael. deixar um recado para o Carlos, que a gente já pegou seu e-mail, Carlos, tá? E a gente vai mandar o material para você. É isso, Micael, é sempre muito bom, né, ter você aqui conosco, né, a Color Mix tem esse trabalho dentro de Ciências da Vida, de estar acolhendo aí os projetos, são sempre muito bem-vindos, né, a nossa equipe de P&D, da qual eu faço parte também, estamos, assim, sempre abertos para poder estar, né, recebendo aí os projetos de vocês e, enfim, e aí quando a gente precisa de ajuda, a gente pede para o Michael, ele está sempre, né, pronto, a gente para fazer as reuniões com vocês, e a Tatiane também deixou o e-mail dela, vou encaminhar, Tatiane. Obrigada, viu, pelas perguntas, pelas questões, e eu vou deixar aqui para a gente, não depois eu acabo me esquecendo, né, os dados aqui do Micael, então lá da Ecart, e aqui, se vocês quiserem entrar em contato conosco na Color Mix, então tem o nosso site, né, www.colormix.net.br, tem do Instagram também, né, o @colormix.especialidades, LinkedIn, esse é o meu contato para a área técnica, né, também estamos à disposição, e toda a equipe de Ciências da Vida. E aí a gente quer agradecer muito também, né, o pessoal da ABC, e aí vamos falar aqui que o Marcos Espina está dando os parabéns, Micael, para você, excelente apresentação, né, uma pessoa que atua bem nessa área das makes, a Maria Eduarda também deixando o e-mail dela, eu vou guardar aqui para a gente não esquecer, e é isso, né, gratidão, né, a todos que estão conosco, e tá lá, se perdeu alguma coisinha, entra no canal da Color Mix, da ABC, deixa o recadinho que a gente manda para vocês, tá bom? Mais alguma coisa, Micael? Vou deixar os minutos finais aí para você.
Yeah, as I said, thank you very much for everything. And of course, I'm always here and I always enjoy giving the presentations to you in Brazil. Yeah, and as I said, I'm waiting to come back.
Ok. Muito, muito obrigada. Estou recolhendo aqui os últimos e-mails que o pessoal está deixando.
Sure.
Gente, gratidão, obrigada, e estamos aí, né? Se precisarem, estamos à disposição.